Jesus more.
Today we celebrate the Feast of the Guardian Angels, and I think not many people really believe in guardian angels. You just feel maybe this is a myth, this is not true, this is unreal. But this is the truth about our lives, that God has given each and every one of us an angel to watch over us. Whether we remember them or not is another question. And it's true that maybe we only remember them on this day, and after that we forget. But are these angels true? And how can we know that they are really there? No? Ask their intercessions. Ask them for something, ask them for a sign, and they will always give you. There are two things that happens that one I heard about, but one that happens to me myself, that I just thought it was the angel who was leading me. Okay, remember what the first reading says. Thus, see, I am sending an angel before you to guide you on your way and bring you to the place that I have prepared. In 2015, my sister was involved in a very terrible accident where many people died, and she came out without anything. There was no scratch in her. In fact, many people died because it was a slope, and there was this trailer which failed its brakes, and then it was coming and just crushing a lot of buses and all that. And just before that accident that happened, they had come out somewhere and they went to eat or to have some break, and then somebody took his seat. Somebody took her seat, and when she came, she said to this guy, this is my seat. Sorry, sir, can you move? This is my seat. And this man stubbornly said, no, nobody has a seat here, and it became an argument or something. So my sister had to let go, and eventually, a few minutes after, they got involved in this accident. And when my sister, after the shock and she got out, the seat in which she was sitting before, which this man had taken, a big rod had come from another car and pierced through this person right to the seat and pinned him to the seat, and he died instantly. And my sister just thought for a while, what really made me to give up this seat? I could be the one who have died like that. And she was in terrible shock. And from that moment, she really believed in the guardian angels. And when she told me that story, I said the same thing. But also 6 years ago, when I was in Medjugorje, I was in my room at about 12:30 around that time. At that time, everybody should be sleeping. But I felt I needed to go and say the mysteries of light. And this is very far away from where we are staying. I had to walk through the streets alone, and then I go to this arena. If you've been to Medjugorje, there's a big arena where people sit for adoration. And you have to go through this arena, and then you meet the mysteries there. I got up that night. I was with my pajamas, but then I took out my pajamas. I wore my shorts, which was below my knees. I put on my clerical shirts, which I don't do at night. And then at the back of my pocket, I put a small stool that I use for confession. So I put that, and I said I was going to say the mysteries of light at 12 midnight. Imagine that. So I go there, I find nobody in the arena. Every place is empty. Of course, people are sleeping in the hotels. I go to say the rosary, and I start the first mystery, and then I hear a scream. I hear somebody screaming. And I thought, what is happening? Should I continue praying, or should I go and check what is happening? But I came here to say the rosary, and for a while I ignored that. And I said, okay, let me just keep praying. But the noise continued, and I said, no, I must do something, otherwise I get distracted. I will not pray well. So when I was going, I found some people sitting I found them from very far. I saw that there were some people standing there, and I just kept going. And the moment I arrived, I realized there was a lady there lying down and screaming, and the other men who were standing there seemingly were the brothers of this lady who was there. And the moment I arrived, these were Italians. They speak Italian. I don't speak Italian. I speak English. They don't speak English. So, but When the moment I arrived, one of them started crying, one of the men who was standing there. And he said to me, just at this moment, I was praying for the priest to come. Just at this moment, I was praying for the priest to come. And he knew that I was a priest because I was wearing a Roman collar. And then I said, what had happened? And he said, this your sister has been sick, and they brought her all the way from Italy, and we are hoping that there will be a priest who will pray over her. And then I took out my stole and I put on my neck and I prayed over this lady, and everything went on well. But I always think about that story. What made me to leave my room that night? What made this person to be praying, maybe calling on the guardian angel to go and look for a priest? And just at that moment, I appeared. Are guardian angels real? Yes, they are real. Okay, they are spirits. We don't see them, but they can also make themselves to be visible. They can take the form of other people and come to give us messages. And that is why we need to be careful and be able to accommodate everybody that comes to us, because we might not know. It might be a guardian angel bringing a message to you. 2 weeks ago, I was reversing my car and I had forgotten. I did not know. I don't know what happens, but I did not say the prayer to the guardian angel. I normally say that before I drive. But then I reversed this car, and out of nowhere I realized it was the car of the workers who had come, which was older than my car. So it was not very bad for them, but it was bad for me because my car was newer than theirs. So even if it hits them, it was no problem because the car was old. But I just reversed into this car, and I got such a shock. Why did I not look behind? And then I thought, I did not say the prayer to the guardian angels. Whenever you have an accident or whenever something happens to you, always ask yourself, did I say the prayer to the guardian angel? And it's important that we remember, keep it in mind all the time, that we have these our special friends with us. They are there with us 24 hours. Even when people have deserted us, when people have hurt us, when it seems like nobody is there for us, they will always be there. And the Catechism of the Catholic Faith teaches us that even after death, they are always even with us. Even when everybody has left us, they would always be with us. And it's important that we call on them, especially when we have to make decisions. Remember what the book of Exodus says when God says, that when you heed their voice, your enemies will become my enemies and your foes my foes. That when you listen to them, and if we listen attentively, they will always guide us in everything that we do. They will bring us to the place where we are meant to be. They will help us to make the right decisions. And if only we can listen to them, if only we can pray to them, if we can only be reminded at all times that they are there with us. And I just want to finish up by saying, also, the guardian angels can be very disappointed with us, especially when we do the wrong things. Okay? Just imagine when you are doing your marites, that your guardian angels are there. Okay? What do you think they'll be feeling? That you are gossiping, and then your guardian angels are saying, oh God, I don't know what to do with this man. He's always talking about other people. I think in that way I always say that if the guardian angels, all of our guardian angels, we are to sit here and have a meeting, okay, and say, okay, let all the guardian angels be given a minute of what the person they have been guarding is. What do you think your guardian angel will say about you? Okay. If your guardian angels were to have a meeting and talk about the people they are guarding, what would they say about you? And I think if we have it in mind that we have somebody always with us, then there are things that will be much easier for us to avoid. And let us continue to ask God for the grace to be reminded at all times that we have these guardian angels who are always watching over us, who are always leading us and granting us and bringing us closer and closer to our Heavenly Father, that we may be able to heed their voice and follow them. Remember again, they cannot act without your command. When you ask them, they will always speak, they will always do things for you. So let us call on them at all times, and they will always guide us in our ways.
Kiss us, mother, kiss your children. Bring God's blessings from above. With your mantle blue enfold us in your gentle holy love. See the darkness dissipating, hear the trumpet echoing, Satan's rage